'Tis the season for bright and sometimes flashing holiday light displays, but can they be dangerous?
Wouldn't think so, but maybe. Who knows? Team 12's Chris Rogers verifies one claim about those outdoor lights and what they look like from the sky. Chris?
One comes from Barbara, and it's a good one. She wants to know if projector and outdoor holiday Christmas displays pose a danger to pilots who are flying overhead. Well, I got to the bottom of it in tonight's Verify Fast Facts. Hanging Christmas tree lights is an age-old holiday tradition. But stringing lights can be a tedious job. It can take days or even weeks to complete. In recent years, many families have opted for a more convenient holiday laser display instead.
Just plug it in and you'll have thousands of colorful stars everywhere.
A simple setup, and a few minutes later, you've got holiday lights projected on the side of your house. But can these devices be a danger to pilots flying overhead? For this one, our source is the FAA. Take a look at the statement on their website. It reads in part, high-powered lasers can completely incapacitate pilots who are trying to fly safely to their destinations. But have there ever been any recorded incidents of holiday laser displays interfering with flight? Back in 2015, a Coast Guard plane over Sacramento actually had to request an emergency response because of Christmas decorations. Now, to be clear, this isn't a common occurrence, but lasers are very incapacitating to pilots. Just take a look at this sample video provided on YouTube. The FAA just recommends you make sure that the display is pointed at your house instead of towards the sky. So we can verify that holiday lasers could pose a threat to passing pilots if you're not careful.